Aizad, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here.
Yeah, thanks for making the trip down. London?
From London, yes.
Yeah.
Luckily,
How?
30 star, off peak,
Yeah, yeah.
nice relaxed train,
A little bit cheaper than yeah.
scrambled egg and smoked salmon, I think.
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice. Well, no, I do really appreciate you taking the trip. And I guess to get into it, I like to start off by just asking, everyone who comes on, like, at what point did you know that you were going to be a major business leader, and where were you at in life at that point as well?
Oh, okay. That's a really interesting question. Actually, we can all have ambitions. So I left Cambridge in 1992.
Yeah.
Joined investment banking at a time when no one really knew what investment banking was. And I was in M&A.
Yeah.
Headhunted by a customer, but in 1999. But to answer your question, in 1999/2001, I was working for a company called NTL, doing deal making.
Yeah.
And we had a couple of broken assets that we had bought that weren't working very well. My chairman at the time, George Blumenthal, God bless him, New York-based guy. When one of the assets wasn't working, I was in Singapore on holiday. He called me up and he said, "Aizad, you're going to go and fix our Swedish business or I'm going to fire you."
Really?
Yeah.
That harsh?
That clear.
Wow.
Yeah. My brother still remembers the phone call because he was with me in Singapore and I was at my sister's apartment. I went to see my sister. And he remembers the phone call.
And your role at the time, was that like a business development manager?
I was MD of corporate development.
MD of corporate development.
Yes.
Okay.
And he called me up and he said, "Aizad, we put $50 million into Sweden.
Yeah.
And the board is going irate at its performance. So you need to fix that or you're done."
Wow.
Okay. So I went to Sweden.
Yeah.
And we turned that business around rapidly.
Yeah.
I won't go into the details of exactly state of the place. It was just a mess. Financial mess, customer signups weren't there. The one thing you all like to hear about it is, nowadays we take 100 megabyte for granted.
Yeah.
Broadband. Back in 1992, it was unheard of.
Got you.
100 megabyte. You wouldn't even get 256K.
Yeah.
But we were selling 1 megabit access in 1992 in Sweden for a reason. So this was a no-brainer to me.
Yeah.
That business flew. And then they brought me back to the UK. And I thought we could do the same in the UK with NTL, which was struggling with broadband.
Yeah.
So I knew there was something there, but I'm going to answer your question a slightly different way.
Yeah.
It was the grace of George, who went to war with the board and said, "You need to appoint that 32-year-old to run the company."
I was just going to ask your age at the time.
Yeah.
So you're 32, yeah.
Without his grace
Yeah.
and without his conviction, I could have all the wishes I want,
Yeah.
right? It took his courage and belief in me
Yeah.
to say, and I asked him once, "George, why'd you do it? I've got 55-year-olds working into me saying, 'Aizad, you should be working for us, not the other way around.'" And I had to go through a journey, Joey, of getting these people to believe in me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they all do now, by the way.
Yeah.
George said, "Aizad, you've got something that we haven't got." I said, "What's that?" He goes, "You've got energy.
Yeah.
You've got the energy of youth.
Yeah.
And you will carry NTL with your innate energy, which no one else has."
It's interesting.
That's what he told me.
Yeah. It's interesting because a lot of people put leadership into some form of skill set. You're the first person to have mentioned energy, to be fair. So, no, interesting. And when you say you was MD, did you rise the ranks of NTL? Is that how you got into it, or were you brought in as MD?
Interesting question. So then you have to ask the question, why did I join NTL in the first place?
Yeah.
I was a high-flying investment banker at Morgan Stanley.
Yes.
And I took an 80% cash pay cut to join NTL. So obviously I got given a lot of stock options.
Got you.
Okay. But I did take a gigantic cut in pay, 80%. And the conversation was with the CEO and the chairman. So George was the chairman and Barclay was the CEO, and they were visionaries.
Yeah.
And I said to them, "Look, I'm not joining NTL to just be a corporate guy, because I get the best of corporate at Morgan Stanley.
Yeah.
So at some point, I need to roll my sleeves up and go into ops.
Yeah.
Because one day I want to run a business. And I'm not going to run a business with the best will in the world, just doing deals and cash flows and legal contracts and stuff like that. I need to actually run hardcore operations.
Yeah.
So really, to answer your question, it was a condition of me joining NTL that I'd eventually work my way into operations.
Got ya. Yeah. That's interesting. And this is just pure curiosity because it might not be as sensitive now, but like investment banking back then, what kind of money were you earning?
So the year I left, I was 28.
Yeah.
And I was on $500,000 a year.
Really? That's insane.
So I took an 80% pay cut.
Yeah. Wow.
So of course my dad and my family were just in disbelief.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
I said, Dad, we're going to change the world. This is a telecoms revolution coming in the UK and Europe. We're going to change the world.
And it was, to be fair.
And it did change, by the way. Us and B-Sky-B did change the way the world communicated in the UK.
Yeah.
So the journey was chaotic.
Yeah.
But that did happen.
Mega. Wow. 500K. That's a lot of money.
Then.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
1999.
Yeah, do the conversion. I'll have to get ChatGPT to convert that to what today's rate is. George will have to let everyone know. But okay, mega. And then where did you then get into the world of logistics and supply chain? So was that after NCL?
It was through fire. It's through, things always get forged in difficult times.
Yeah.
And so the then inspirational chairman and CEO lost their jobs because the company went into Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Right. And they brought in more kind of, let's just say, professional managers.
Yeah.
And after about 2 or 3 years, they kept restructuring the business to the point that I didn't really feel I belonged. So I just gave myself what I call in deal land, they call it the Japanese corner office. Do you know what that means?
No.
The Japanese corner office.
No, you'd have to explain.
The Japanese corner office is a colloquial phrase that's said where you don't want to fire somebody.
Yeah.
But you don't know how to fire them. So you want to, but you don't know how to.
Right.
So you give them a corner office where they come to work, they read the newspaper, and they go home. So I engineered a job, which in my head was the Japanese corner office.
Yeah.
Hammersmith.
I hear you.
So I went from Hook to Hammersmith in a role that I created. So my CEO said to me, I give up, Aizad. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. I said, that's my role. And in the role I went from managing 18,000 people to managing one person. Overnight.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, Joey, you have to be able to let things go. That was a tremendous change of ego and change of perspective of life.
Yeah.
I was only 35 to do that. It's pretty brave.
It's very young, yeah.
But what I felt at that point is that I need to get out of this place. So what I actually was doing in my Japanese corner office was I was looking for a business to buy.
Right.
So I locked myself in my office for 2 years at NTL on that kind of money what I was making at NTL. Yeah. But I was actually looking for a business to buy. And I bought a courier business.
Right.
I thought, I'm good at consolidation. This is quite a fragmented business.
Yeah.
There's lots of companies like this in London.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have experience again where I work for other people.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do it with what's called OPM. Do you know OPM? Other people's money.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it with OPM.
Yeah.
We can do it ourselves.
Got you.
So it's got to be something I can afford. So we ended up buying that called Transworld.
Yes.
And then I started rolling up companies with our own money.
Right.
So you say, how did I get into courier? Well, logistics.
Yeah.
It's really how did I get into courier? How did I get into courier? I've got to go back to my Japanese corner office.
Yeah. And so it took you 2 years to find the deal, procure it, and
buy it.
Yeah, and buy it.
And I bought it while I was at NTL.
And did they know that was happening? Or
yes.
They knew.
Sorry, which part did they know?
Did they know you were preparing to exit?
No.
They
knew I was exiting.
Yeah.
In other words, modern language, when I go onto LinkedIn, they call it a side hustle.
Right. Yeah.
Right? What's your side hustle? Right? Yeah. Your generation.
Yeah.
my generation. I'm in a corner office.
Yeah.
Doing my side hustle.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I read this stuff about people talking about side hustles or breaking free, I go back to the young Aizad.
Yeah.
20 years ago, I think. That's just the modern language for how I was hustling at the time.
Yeah.
And so, no, what I did was that I declared my view When I found the business I wanted to buy,
Yeah.
I then went to what's called the general counsel, the lawyer of the company, and I gave full disclosure about this is my intentions. I'd like to buy a company with my family.
Yeah.
My brother will be MD for a while.
Yeah.
So I'll be putting in money as principal shareholder, along with my father and him, and we're going to do it together, but he's going to run it. I may join there one day.
Got yeah.
I left it like that. Now, of course, I had full intention of joining.
You were gonna, yeah.
But that's not the point. Legally,
Yeah.
I want it to be totally transparent.
Yeah.
So I told them that that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That, okay, do I have your approval? And they
Yeah.
said, absolutely, is that it's your money? Do what you want.
Right. That is insane.
Yeah.
And then what point did you grab the
year
reins?
later.
1 year later.
Yeah, 1 year after buying it. So I
Yeah.
bought it in April 2005.
Yeah.
In fact, I remember the day, quite a sad day. The first day we got the keys was 7/7.
Right.
So we were on our way, having signed the legal contract the night before,
Yeah.
and I'd taken a day off NTL, and I was going with my brother and my dad to business,
Yes.
and it was 7/7 that
Right.
day.
And what's the relation to 7/7?
It's just a memory in life, right?
Oh,
the
yeah.
Tavistock Square, the bombing in
Oh,
bombing in 7/7.
Yeah.
The whole of London went into
Yes.
meltdown.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is the whole of country, that was our biggest terrorist
Attack.
incident
Yeah.
that we'd had up until that point, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's why I remember that day vividly,
Got yeah.
because I got a call from I wasn't driving, I beg your pardon. My brother, my dad said, London's gone into gridlock. We're going to have to go back home.
No way.
So that was the day we bought it.
I don't know what it is about really successful people, but like there's always some big moment tied to these big moments, and it's almost like, you know, it was destined to be, you know, yeah.
Do you like movies?
Yeah, I love him. Yeah.
Have you ever seen Back to the Future?
Yeah. You hazy though, hazy.
Hazy. Okay.
Yeah.
The best scene, one of the best scenes for me, is how the Mad Doc remembers how he designed the flux capacitor.
Right.
He says, I was in the toilet putting up a seat, and I fell down, I bashed my head, and then I had a vision.
Yeah.
Vision of the flux capacitor. That's the thing that converts the energy
Yeah.
that allows the car to travel through time, right? That flux capacitor, right?
Yes.
I always remember that scene from the movie, because that's that moment of inspiration.
Yeah.
What's he doing? He falls down in the toilet.
Just a random
Yes.
just a random event. Yeah.
You said it's always these funny things.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
It's crazy. And where were Transglobal at then? Were they like a legacy business, like, you know, burning down house and needed to sell, or were they, you know, just on the up almost?
They were a turnaround.
Right.
But at the time, this is 2005.
Yeah.
And I thought that transition was going to happen from documents to parcels. That was a document courier company.
Got you.
And I thought the primary reason to buy it was to buy another 10 companies like it and consolidate,
Right.
take up and streamline and consolidate.
Yeah.
So that's what I bought. And it was kind of, I don't know how to describe, was it on the up? I think it was on the up, but it was also challenged.
Well, to give it a profile, like how many people did it have?
Okay.
And like, you know,
Great question.
what
35 employees.
Yeah.
5 million revenue.
Yeah.
And about £300,000 to £400,000 a year of what nowadays people call EBITDA.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Around that time.
Right.
Okay. That's what I bought.
Okay. And what, when you bought it, what did you think, you know, here's how I'm going to transform it? What was the sort of thing?
I had a roll-up strategy.
Yeah.
I'd identified about 15 companies that were doing the similar thing in London.
Right. Okay.
And my view was to buy all of them.
Yeah.
Okay. I got that badly wrong, by the way, but that was my going in theory.
Yeah. and how many did you buy before realizing?
Okay. Great question. 3.
3. Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then something changed.
And what did change?
The great financial crisis.
Right. 2008.
So 2005 we bought a company.
Yeah.
2007 we bought a company. 2008 we bought a company.
Yes.
October 2008, Lehman went bankrupt.
Yeah.
By March, our organic revenues and volumes fell 30%.
Wow.
Overnight, now you know most businesses which have any element of fixed costs,
Yeah.
right? The first amount of revenue just pays for the costs.
Yeah.
So if you lose 30% of your revenues from the top,
Yeah.
right, you're you're skating on thin ice, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah? Correct. So that's what happened to us. That was like I would say my life, something else happened outside Transworld in property as well. Because remember, property prices collapsed as well.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
So we were doing we're Asian, so we were doing a lot of property. Right? So that kind of roof caved in too at the same time.
Yeah.
So navigating those two disasters between 2008 and 2009 and 2010 really, really forced me to look hard inside about where were we, what's the proposition, where are we going. And then and there was an operator who I really admired forever, because when we bought the company called Sprint, we were on the verge of winning a contract with Legal & General.
Right.
And from another company called Prologue. And having won the contract, the day before they were planning to move, they changed their mind. And they changed their mind because of time they'd spent with the MD of that competitor, sorry.
Right.
Her name was Helen Anderson. So I got this kind of infatuation with this person called Helen Anderson, thinking, how did she stop a £1 million account having been awarded to us? How did she do it?
Yeah.
So I got infatuated by her. I always follow Prologue everywhere.
Yeah.
2011 on LinkedIn, because I've friended her on LinkedIn, the early days of LinkedIn, I noticed she's been laid off. So I thought, oh, that's weird. So I contacted her on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I have a saving of my favorites on my phone. My first approach to Helen to say, hey, Helen, I'm Aizad.
Yeah.
Let's do some business together.
Yeah.
That's how I created what's now known as Sprint e-Logistics.
Got ya.
It was then known as Transworld e-Logistics.
And did it need to rebrand because of the collapse and,
I'll get to that.
Yeah.
That was something else. But what I'm saying is that I went from I knew we were going from documents to courier.
Yeah.
And I thought about courier versus warehousing and logistics. And I wanted to be in warehousing and logistics.
Yeah.
But we were doing mainly courier and we were playing at logistics.
Got ya.
And I thought, right, Helen, she's a pedigree in logistics.
Yes.
She beat us up over Legal & General. She's very good.
Yeah.
And she's now free, and she's effectively free.
Yeah.
So I sat down with her at Liverpool Street Station at a restaurant. And I said to her, Helen, you've got two choices. You're either going to work for somebody else or you're going to create a business with me. Which one is it? How about creating a business?
Yeah.
And she goes, Aizad, I'll do that. And she did something remarkable, which I didn't think was remarkable at the time. I thought it was a nothing in my head until recently I was telling my children. And my wife said, she did that. I said, yeah, she did that. And I'll tell you what it is. We put up 300 grand into that company. She put up 100 grand to be a minority.
Right.
And over dinner the other night with my kids and my son-in-law, I was telling the story. And my wife stopped me and she goes, she trusted you with £100,000 of her money as a minority.
Yeah.
That's really brave. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I, at the time, Joey, didn't even give it a second of my thought.
Yeah. Because it's big risk, isn't it, for her?
It was an inheritance from her dad.
Right. Wow.
Okay? And
unbelievable commitment.
I then once called her, I think I called her up sometime later and thanked her from the bottom of my heart. I said, Helen, I've never even given it any thought because I'm so obsessed by the win.
Yeah.
And doing things right and never cheating people. I'm so obsessed by those dreams that I don't even realize what people sacrifice to be on my team.
Yeah.
So, Helen, what can I say? I'm defenseless. I can never repay that trust.
Yeah.
That you had in me. That's now a very successful business, by the way, and she's still a partner of the business.
And what's that business called?
It's called Sprint e-Logistics.
Sprint Logistics, right?
So Sprint e-Logistics.
Oh, Sprint
so there's
e-Logistics.
Got Sprint e-Logistics.
Yes.
It's the same part of Sprint.
Yeah.
So we'll get to how did it go from Transworld to Sprint? But how did we go into logistics heavy? I go give that credit to that meeting in a Liverpool station with me and Helen.
Just pure pedigree.
It was like, she knows the space, we don't. How are we going to get into it? Got to start somewhere. Helen.
Well, it's interesting though, right? Because like some people will try and just organically do it, and like you've done it through an expert in essence. So yeah,
and partnering with them.
And partnering, and through partnership. So no, interesting. So go on. Where did the rebrand happen? How did that all unfold?
Okay, so now we're getting to my Back to the Future moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm driving along the motorway, and it's 2012, and I've just subscribed to Amazon Prime. And I'm driving to my regular sessions with Helen. It's along the A312. And I suddenly think to myself, I'm trying to percolate in my mind, what does Amazon Prime even mean? Because I've just subscribed to it. I'm paying £79.99 a year, and I'm getting unlimited deliveries for what I buy. Unlimited deliveries for what I buy for free. Just pay your one-off £80 a year
Subscription, yeah.
And I called up Helen. I said, Helen, I need to get the hell out of Courier. She goes, what do you mean, Aizad? I said, well, Courier business is 90% of our business. 10% is logistics. Amazon has just basically completely commoditized Courier. They've made the cost of delivering the marginal delivery zero.
Yeah.
The next delivery costs zero. I'm now can order 100 Courier items for nothing.
Yeah.
How can I compete with nothing? I need to get out.
Yeah.
Okay? That triggered my 4-year obsession to find a buyer for Transworld Couriers.
Right.
Which I found in CitySprint.
Yes. Got it.
So, and when CitySprint bought Transworld Couriers,
yes,
they said, the price of us doing the deal is you have to rebrand yourself. You're too charismatic. Your family's too charismatic. You and your brother, you're going to be back in the courier space. You cannot call yourselves Transworld.
Yes.
You're going to have to rebrand yourself to some other name. We don't care what you call yourself, but it cannot be Transworld.
Got ya.
That's the reason we became Sprint.
Yeah. Okay.
It was forced on us.
Yeah. And so CitySprint bought Transworld.
Yes.
What was the appeal for them to buy Like, what was the, in the
in their minds,
behind the scene? Yeah. What was it?
Their story.
Yeah.
Good one.
Network.
So they had no skill in international deliveries.
Yeah.
What they were doing is they had a global deal with UPS.
Right.
And that was it.
Okay.
Whereas we had a hub and spoke network around the world, which they thought they could plug into.
Got you.
So they had about 3,000 customers in and around London, which if they plugged into our network, they would get that volume at much higher margins than just being a reseller for UPS.
Yes.
So for them, it was an industrial expansion. Put it this way, it was a horizontal expansion of service offering.
Yeah.
They could offer the Transworld service as an upsell to existing clients.
Yeah.
That was their story.
Improves their their service.
Share of wallet.
Yeah.
Or higher margin share of wallet.
Yes.
For their clients.
Got you.
That's why they did it.
And then they've been bought, haven't they, since?
Okay.
CitySprint?
So what happened? They got then bought by DPD.
DPD, yeah.
Yeah. In the middle of COVID.
Yeah.
So actually, in a way, I ended up selling the Transworld Courier business to DPD.
To DPD. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's so. That's interesting. And then I want to get into the topic of, because it's something we spoke about before the call, before the podcast, was you've built your own WMS.
We have, yes.
System.
Yeah.
So what does that look like when you go to build your own? Like, where did you start?
Yeah. I've got back to my NTL days.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And in fact, you sometimes call the favors in for all those journeys in life.
Yeah.
So I talked about investment banking and I wanted to get into NTL, but on the condition that I'm going into operations. And when I did that, I ended up running it. And part of me running it was I sponsored the tech team.
Right.
That were building their own tech platform in NTL.
Got ya.
Okay?
Yeah.
Keep that one in your mind.
Yeah.
All right. The same Aizad, 10 years later, in his own business, is thinking about, I want to build my own WMS. Now, there's a whole cost-benefit reason that I can bore you with about why I did that commercially.
Yeah.
Right? But let's go to the substance. Even if commercials made sense, where would you even start?
Yeah.
I'm not an IT engineer. I'm not a coder. Where would you even start? Right? And I'm running a business.
Yeah.
So then I called up my buddy, Tim. Tim Carmen was the head architect at NTL of the product we were building there. And he always felt he owed me a favor because he couldn't write any CapEx checks when he was at NTL.
Right.
And I found him and his team building this incredible product with the chairman. And we said, what do you need to grow faster? He said, we need a laundry list of things. And I said, right, let's go to PC World. And I got out my corporate credit card at NTL.
Yeah.
And I hired a van and we went off because the rest of NTL wouldn't allow him to buy anything. And he always remembers that this guy Aizad, who he didn't really know,
sorted me
as MD, got him off to the races.
Yeah.
He then went on to be Mr. Oystercard.
Right.
So Tim today is chief architect at Transport for London, and he is Mr. Oystercard. He is the architect behind anyone that uses the Oyster card. He's the architect behind it.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
So I took him out for dinner or lunch back in 2014, 13, 14. I said, Tim, man, you got to help me. He goes, what's that? I said, well, I've looked around the marketplace and I don't really like the WMSs I've seen. I've seen that they're all a bit
clunky and
a bit clunky and a bit weak, and very expensive as well. Like I'll end up spending more in license fees than I will in just building my own.
Yeah.
Done the maths.
Yeah.
You know how it was at NTL. We built our own system. We weren't going to buy IBM system. Same story here in my own company. It was, well, Aizad, I owe you, man. I'll tell you how to do it. I'll show you the A to Z. So I hired some people.
Yeah.
Called in Tim, and we built for 1 year a little steering group that would meet once every 3 months to make sure that we were doing all the initial, like groundwork when you're doing a building.
Yes.
We were doing all the groundwork in IT speak.
Yeah.
To get all the pieces in place.
Got ya.
That's how. So it wasn't so much just the idea, Joey.
The
It was
connection.
also, how do I actually execute?
Yeah, yeah.
How do I actually build the product that's the one they're going to revolutionize the company? Where do I even start?
And do you think looking back, you could have done it with just a different architect or someone, or do you think he was almost instrumental to having had it done, in the way that it was done? Because for me, and this is just outside looking in, NTL, an architect in that world to going into logistics, it just seems very different, like, two different worlds. But then, yeah.
Depends. If you ask me, or if you ask people who observe me, if you ask me as a human, given my humility, I couldn't have done it without Tim.
Yeah.
And Jalal, and Ishaq, and Yusuf, and the team. I could just lift Naman, a lot of them.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
Yeah.
If people look at me, they say, no, you're the reason we did that.
Yeah.
It's the innate love that you have of building things, Aizad.
Yeah.
That means you would have found another Tim, or you would have found another Jalal.
It would have happened.
You would have.
Yeah.
It's your energy.
Yeah.
Back to George's comment. You will just find a way, Aizad, because you live and breathe this stuff.
Yeah.
It drives you crazy until you get the answer.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. And then in terms of in terms of the time frame to actually get it to completion, how long did it take?
It's a funny story, actually. So, like anything, we spoke a little bit about your journey so far.
Yeah.
And is it not fair that you sometimes end up in cul-de-sacs?
Yeah.
You take the wrong turn in life.
Yeah.
You go down a path of a strategy that seems quite logical to you at the time.
Yeah.
But then you're like, oh, dead end.
It's frustrating though, because it takes 6 months half time to realise you're then in a cul-de-sac. Yeah.
Okay. So we started off building what we now call Bolt with a clear intention that it's got to be at least as similar to our current platform and then better.
Yeah.
Okay. It turns out that was a monumental error of judgment.
Right.
Okay. Now, how did I figure that out? Okay. Because you asked me how long did it take?
Yes.
I've got to talk about the cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
Because the cul-de-sac added 3 years.
Wow. Really?
Okay. So we were merrily going along this path until I went to this event called the Lin Academy.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Linworks, merchant platform?
Yeah.
Different marketplaces connecting to Linworks.
For integration and
That's it.
Yeah.
So I got to be buddies with the senior guys at Linworks. I have my network all the time. Started sponsoring Lin Academy, which is their show that they do. They get lots of merchants in there. And when I went to Lin Academy, what I saw in the world of tech was a clear break between what we call order management systems, how to manage your orders, and WMS, which is warehouse management.
Yes.
And I was doing both, but not realizing the difference between the two.
Got you.
And I was therefore veering too much towards OMS and not enough WMS.
Got you.
And when I went to Lin Academy and I saw people like the young Shopify and so on and so forth exhibit that where they were, I thought, why are we even trying to compete with these systems? They already exist. Linworks exists.
Yeah.
Vico exists. Shopify exists. Magento exists. WooCommerce exists. What am I doing wasting my time even trying to create some kind of order platform?
Yeah.
That's just plug and play.
Yeah.
Where's the skill for what we do?
Yeah.
Being a logistics business. The skill is in the warehouse.
Yes.
That's when I went deep into warehouse management systems.
Got you.
So in the 2014 to 2017 period, Joey, I would say I went down the cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I remember I was in a show, Lin Academy.
Yes.
Because I walked out the show and called my younger brother. He's one of my biggest fans, right? I said, come on, this is crazy. I think we've gone down the wrong path. This is insane. I'm going to have to completely go 180 degrees on myself. He goes, Bajan, I believe you. I mean, what do I know about IT? But if that's what you're saying, I trust you. I said, I'm telling you, it makes no sense. So I completely iced the project.
Yes.
Flipped it around and got it focused on WMS. And for that, I then have to move on to COVID and I'll talk to you about the COVID impact on the WMS because that's probably instrumental.
Yeah.
COVID had an instrumental impact on the WMS.
I stress tested it almost. No. Oh, fair. Well, before we go into that then, did you have to have you plug in WMS whilst building it over those 3 years? Whilst you were in that cul-de-sac, did you just have a plug-in option?
An old one, yeah.
Like an old one?
Inherited, yes.
Just worked.
Still in the company, by the way.
Is it? Oh,
working
right.
it out.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. D-Day for us is March 31st this year.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have
Independence Day.
Yeah, we'll have to throw a party. We'll have to celebrate.
12 years.
Oh, okay. And then how much investment did that take, if you don't mind me asking, or if you don't mind disclosing?
No, don't mind. 600,000 a year.
Right.
For 12 years.
Yeah. And then what do you think then that would take return on investment for it to pay for itself plus,
It already has.
Already has. Right. And how long did it take? Oh, or was it just a yearly?
It's a very interesting one to measure, Joey.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to be analytical about it rather than I'm going to be not EQ, I'm going to be IQ.
Yeah.
We'll get to EQ in a second. On the IQ, what do I compare it with? Licensing my own software, going and buying a third-party piece of software, industrial grade. So Manhattan's a very good solution in the US.
Yeah.
Let me go and order Manhattan. A company over here is called Orderwise. Go get their platform.
Yeah.
I got quotes. If I start factoring in their license fees, for the scale of business we are, they're at 200 grand a year.
Right.
Plus, you want to do any change, you want any development work, they cost it out, right?
Yes.
So before you know it, you're spending 300 to 350 grand a year.
Got you.
On their system, on their IP. It's not your IP, is it?
Yeah.
Now I'm spending 600 grand on my own IP.
Mm-hmm.
So the first case is in terms of return on investment, that's my asset.
Yeah.
That's not my asset. Those license fees aren't my asset.
Yes.
So the first thing that the IQ brain was struggling with is, well, why would I write a check to somebody else for 350 grand a year and a bill of £1 million to retrofit their system into my company? That was the bill, by the way. They said, if we want to design all our processes around you, it's around £1 million.
Jesus.
So my view is that if I have to take my square plug and fit it into that round hole, and the cost of doing that is £1 million.
Yeah.
And then I have to pay for the pleasure 300 grand a year forever.
Yeah.
Okay. Versus I'll have a go myself.
Yeah.
For a guy who's done it before at NTL.
Yeah.
And beat up IBM in the process. I was like, I'll take that risk.
No brainer. Yeah.
To me, so that's the first part of the IQ test on return on investment, which is more alternative. What's my opportunity cost? What's my alternative?
Yeah.
That was the first element that helped me decide what I was going to do. The second piece was, how would I crystallize value? This is the other piece, which is that what value could I generate from Bolt?
Yes.
The WMS that I felt no other WMS could give me. And if I was to put a value on that today, I think you're probably talking off the bat. I think me and my head of tech argue about this a lot, but we think it's about 4 to 5% EBITDA margin.
Right.
So we think we're about 4% better than the market. We think we're 4% more productive than the market.
Right.
Because of our WMS.
Yeah. Well,
that's a lot on the 30 million revenue business.
Yeah. It's a hell of a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess, and I guess it probably adds to the overall business value, right? Because it's
right.
IP.
Now we go to the core foundation.
Yeah.
Correct. I didn't say that. Now you're moving to EQ.
Yeah.
In my head, what are we? What are we if we have no Bolt?
Yeah.
So now you're moving into like like EQ love.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what am I without that person in my life?
Yes.
What am I?
Yeah.
Okay. What is Sprint without Bolt?
Yeah.
So to me, it goes into a different world of I am nothing without Bolt. Bolt is nothing without us.
Yeah.
It's gone into, it's transcended.
Harmonious.
I know that we win customers and we keep customers happy, and we have workflows that get embedded in our customers principally because of the features and the complexities inside Bolt. we have customers that say they wish they could have these flows and these data flows and these processes inside their other parts of the world where they're using other WMSs and they don't have it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
No, that's...
What does that do for lifetime value?
Yeah.
Stickiness, share of wallet,
Yeah.
client satisfaction, Trustpilot scores. What does it do for all of that?
Complete linchpin.
Completely changes it.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And can you resell Bolt? Can you could you in terms of like white label it?
I could.
Okay. Yeah. Because I was going to say that could be the other way, like the other thing to look at. But no, interesting. And if you were to do it all over again, is there anything you would like say? Anything?
Yes. Well, there's my answer, and then there's my dad's answer.
Yeah.
My answer was that, God, Dad, I wasted 10 years of my life in Courier.
Yeah.
That's my complaint.
Yeah.
My dad's view is, no, that was your training ground.
Yeah.
That's what made you what you are today.
Yeah. And you could, pull all the experience into...
So I think it's a really, really interesting question to ask yourself, which is, the journey from A to B to C to D. Were there other ways of getting there? Maybe there were, but hindsight's a wonderful thing.
Yeah. So moving away from WMS in some respect, actual go-to-market strategy for Sprint, like how has that evolved since you've started?
Yeah. It's all about forklifts.
All about forklifts?
Yeah.
Go on.
So when I first bought the second acquisition we did, so we bought Transworld. I mentioned buying Transworld.
Yes.
And then we bought a hybrid logistics courier business called Sprint Express.
Yeah.
So we got into logistics by by fully owning a business that was 50% courier, 50% logistics.
Yeah.
So we bought it for the courier, but it had this lovely little kind of storage and pick and pack and warehousing business called as part of Sprint Express.
Yeah.
Buried in there was a client from that was doing forklifts called Hyster, Hyster.
Yeah.
And I looked at their life cycle, Joey. I looked at how they used the company services. And we're small business, right? Family-owned business. Our consolidated turnover at that time was about 11 million, 12 million. We weren't huge.
Yeah.
And here was this company spending £150,000 a year and good margins, never complained about anything.
Yeah.
Always good. No matter if there were handoff failures, problems in a delivery that didn't quite work out, or a service that got delivered, picked and packed a little bit late, they just were fine about it. And I thought, that's interesting. Because in Courier, if you're 2 hours late, escalations start and all kinds of crazy things start. Here, they're pretty chilled.
Yeah.
So what's with that? Is it a low bar for service or what is it?
Yeah.
And then I realized actually that they were kind of foreign based. So I thought to myself, okay, that's interesting. If they're buying on trust. So the question about localization is one where you then start asking yourself the same question growing up. We go on holiday. We buy where we trust.
Yeah.
Our buying parameters change when we're buying in foreign lands.
Right.
Agreed or disagreed?
No, agreed. Yeah.
Agreed?
Yeah.
You got the American dual passport thing, right?
Yeah.
So you know that concept of like how you perceive life in a foreign country
would be different.
It's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? And so, in fact, brainstorming here, we talked a little bit about Dubai. And again, in your mind, you're a very entrepreneurial guy.
Yeah.
That's going to be going through your mind, which is, what are the risks of doing business there? Because I don't really know my way around there.
Yeah.
I don't want to end up in a dead end somewhere.
Yeah.
And burn a bunch of cash and come back between the tails between my leg.
Yeah.
Right? And that's really, when you do anything abroad.
Yeah.
I'm the same when I do anything abroad and I go travel somewhere abroad. Would I rather buy from a trusted hotel or stay at a trusted hotel?
Yeah.
As opposed to just winging it.
Yeah.
Now, when we're young and we're students, we wing it. YMCA, who cares? Backpack, free as a bird.
Yeah.
But we got a wife and children. It's a bit more difficult.
Yeah. You like it to be a bit more thought out, a bit more methodical.
Yeah. So that was always a feature that I had in my head that, localization automatically got you a longer customer life. Okay? Now, put that side by side as the theme with what's going on with post-Trump's Independence Day.
Yeah.
In terms of cross-border shipping is very expensive. And so tell me about the concept of lower cost and faster delivery. Is that a win-win?
Yeah.
If you're a customer.
Absolutely, yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
All right. So there, in essence, you find that the essence of what I talk about localization.
Yeah.
Because we have customers that ship from the UK into
US.
the US or
EU.
into EU or into the Middle East, right? Surely for them, it's better that we get their stock closer to their market.
Yeah.
So like if they're shipping large amounts of cool product into the Middle East, isn't it good that we have a hub
There. Yeah.
Isn't it good that if we're doing stuff in Europe that we've opened up in Europe, which we have?
Yeah.
That's what I mean by localization.
Got you. And I guess how many countries right now are you in? And if you were to give footprint?
We're pan-European.
So
So I've not done a fulfillment crowd
right.
and gone all around the world.
Yeah.
Don't need to right now.
Yeah.
I'm doing it one infrastructure at a time.
Yes.
Because the other thing is I own and operate.
Okay. Right.
Okay. And I can get into that. That's an interesting conversation which we should have.
Yeah.
But I own and operate.
Got you.
I want the tech and I want the warehouse. I don't want
versus the asset light model.
I don't want I have the warehouse and somebody else's software.
Yeah.
Or I have the software and somebody else's warehouse.
Got you.
I
You own the whole pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
which I was speaking to Claire Prance about this, and I think Uniserve where she's at, I think is similar on that one. Which I guess is it just a slightly slower route to be everywhere? Is that, would you say would that be like the draw of getting into every single country, every single local, just through ownership?
I think if you study trade flows, right, it's quite sexy to feel that you're in every country in the world or every region in the world.
Yeah.
But if you actually study trade flows, that's not how the world works.
Got ya.
The majority of the trade flows are in Europe.
Yeah.
It's our biggest trading partner.
Yes.
Right? So if you're going to do a Gymshark or a HomeServe and realize that the US is where you need to be to create $1 billion business, then you're going to do a Gymshark and you're going to do a HomeServe.
Yeah.
But if that's not how you, because I regard in the world of logistics, if I yanked my flag and showed up to the US, I'd get eaten alive.
Yeah.
In that market, in logistics.
Got you.
Because there's some great companies doing it already.
Yeah.
So what do I offer, really?
Yeah.
So I think to myself that market's quite crowded already in the US. So therefore, I don't feel that the return on capital would be a very wise thing for me to do. I could end up in the cul-de-sac model.
Yeah.
Because when you're doing your own infrastructure, Joey, you are then writing much bigger checks.
Yes.
For me, a typical infrastructure setup is anywhere between £1 and £2 million of our money, and it's our family money. Every time it's going in, it's our money.
Yeah.
So we're not borrowing it. We're not got a third-party investor.
Big risk.
It's us on the line every time for 20 years now in my life.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a long time to compound. I think I was saying you, George, about compounding. I talk a lot about compounding.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I've got 20 years of compounding going on. Nobody else's money.
Yeah.
So it's complex.
Yeah.
So I'm a big fan of the Hut Group, by the way. It's a lot of embedded. Yes, I know there's been some transactions recently, but if you go back to the beginning, there's lots of hard work that's gone into that story.
Yeah.
So I think that for me, Europe's a big place. 400 million consumers. If I can give D2C and B2B clients access into a wholly owned infrastructure for UK and Europe with a seamless platform called Bolt.
Yeah.
One connection to 400 million consumers.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big market.
Yeah. Yeah.
To offer a one-stop shop for.
Yes.
With my own management, with my own SOPs, one SOP, one management conversation. Do you see what I'm saying now?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So imagine if you're a customer who wants to just have one conversation, then if you've got the software and the warehouse piece, and we've got a customer based in Bristol or in Essex, but they're accessing 400 million consumers now at low cost prices because we're in UK and Europe.
Yeah.
They're not having separate conversations.
Yeah.
It's one team.
Yeah.
It's not a handoff where, well, it's my software, but it's somebody else's operation. Let me see what I can do.
There might be a bit more, I guess, red tape with it being someone else's own site.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, because if you think about it, if you're using somebody else's site, and let's suppose that's you, and it's your friend's site, and I'm your customer, if there's a problem in Holland, I can't call that warehouse. I call you.
Yes.
And then you'll say, well, let me
figure that out.
Let me figure it out.
Yeah.
And that model is called handoffs.
Got you.
Understand me?
Yeah.
In the service position, that's handoffs.
Right.
Now, put yourself in the customer's shoes, because we didn't talk about the customer. That's interesting, Joey. When you spoke about it, you didn't mention customer, and that's not me being critical.
No, we were keeping it. Yeah.
We're talking about the industry. We were talking about industry, weren't we?
Yeah.
Business strategy, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I could throw that all in the bin. If I go back to my NTL days, I start with the customer.
Yeah.
When the customer calls up and they have a problem with something in Germany, they don't really care how you've been set up.
Yeah.
They don't care at all. They just like, I want my issue resolved ASAP.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the reason I'm vertically integrated.
Got yeah.
I want speed of resolution because, in my opinion, you lot, Gen Z, are very demanding.
Yeah.
You just want it to work.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, you're not afraid to vote with your wallets.
Yeah.
Is that a fair observation?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it is. Yeah, it's. I think the patience is just drawn. It's gone down, hasn't it, for consumers? It's...
Correct. And who do we blame for that? Amazon.
Yeah.
Think about it, right? In a positive way.
Yeah.
I used the wrong word, right? It's like, who do we blame for the fitness in Premier League? Arsene Wenger. Arsene Wenger and Ferguson changed the diets of Premier League footballers and raised the game, didn't they?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was like a Saturday night at the pub or a Sunday at the pub after winning the championship, right? Along came Arsene Wenger and changed the nature of football leagues and how they operated and the science of nutrition. Okay, Amazon hit this world of logistics with this incredible customer promise.
Yeah.
Right? And either you raise your game to that standard or you get left behind.
Yeah.
Is my opinion.
Yeah. No, it is interesting because even in Amazon, they're like Jeff Bezos. His whole philosophy is customer centric. Customer centric model. So
that's it.
It's right. Okay, and you mentioned it's family owned business.
Yes.
And it's family money, and it's all compounding. I guess what's the plan? Is there ever going to be an exit, or will it be going to kids? What's that sort of future of the business look like?
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm putting you in it with any inheritance pass-ons and
no, not at all, not at all. Kids, I won't talk about.
Yeah.
Because they'll grow up and they'll do what's right for them.
Yeah.
Would I say there's always room in a company like Sprint to have people of family background in it? Of course, we're a family-based business.
Yeah.
I've got staff who have their kids work in the business.
Yeah.
So it's my own kids, my brother's kids. Why not? Leadership's a different problem. Leadership's a whole different game, though. That's a whole different. That has to be earned.
Yeah.
Right. And leadership is complex. I see myself as a steward at some point.
Yeah.
Of the business. I think I'm acting as a steward right now. Really.
Taking sort of more chairman type?
I think I do, even as CEO.
Right. Got you.
Even as a CEO.
Yeah.
I think I pay a very, very careful, loving attitude towards the business. In fact, I was talking to George in the car on the way here, and I showed him some examples of what one of my team members made a mistake with the customer.
Yeah.
And I was talking about Sir Alex Ferguson, who I long admire. And I didn't know what the hairdryer treatment meant.
Yeah.
Growing up. Okay? Except I give it out a lot.
Yeah.
Right? But I told him the quid pro quo of that is I'm very loving towards my staff.
Yes.
So the flip side is they know that although he can go absolutely berserk, he also really cares about our progress.
Yeah.
So unless you're in it, you can't be like that.
Yeah.
So I would say that my bench is getting stronger and stronger all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I started off with a lot of people, but I singled out Helen, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
In this conversation. I now have a wonderful MD in Holland, Christian. I have a wonderful MD in London, Stuart.
Yeah.
I have a phenomenal head of my tech, Ishaq. I have a phenomenal head of IT, Jalal. I have an amazing integration guy. I have a phenomenal head of product, shipping product, who's been in the shipping business with us, Courier business. He joined at 17, and he's now in his late 30s. I think he'll be a director one day.
Yeah.
And what a great story that is.
Yes.
His story is amazing, one of progress, right? And so long as they do their bit very, very well, which they all are, by the way, I'm pretty confident that the business will not need me in the way that it needs me right now, but I'll still add a lot of value to it.
Got you.
So it'll generate tremendous cash flow. And if it's generating, so let's go back to the principles.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about VC-backed money.
Yeah.
They have their 17% IRRs that they need to make every year.
Yeah.
And they need to crystallize their funds and sell after 5 years. But what if you've got none of that? And you just like what you do, but you're a proper businessman who understands how to institutionalize, build infrastructure, build platforms, scale, which I do from NTL, which I do from Morgan Stanley. I have all those skills, but I have no need to sell.
Yeah.
I don't have those decisions driving my behavior.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that I can't think like that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking infrastructure and growth all the time. So I don't have a exit horizon at all.
I guess with that in mind then, because you sometimes find that's where a lot of people's motivation comes from. Like, we need to get to exit, we need to build for this, right?
Yeah.
So like, where would you say your, actual motivation or your need to come in and grow the business and be successful sort of comes from?
Yes. I have two things I like that float my boat. Yeah? Really float my boat.
Yeah.
Okay? And I probably think I will have a better impact on the second, and the first I will fail, but I'll die trying.
Yeah.
Okay? That's a 50 Cent song.
Yeah. what a film.
The first one is to build a great British business.
Yeah.
And I say it for all the right reasons.
Yeah.
There's no arrogance in there at all.
Yeah.
It's said with deep like pride in building something that you can be proud of.
Yeah.
If you ask any parent, mother especially, about raising a kid, there's a tremendous dedication and pride in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Over their entire life.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes? My wife says that I treat Sprint as my fourth kid.
Yeah. It's your baby.
Yeah. So I'm probably past adolescence now, Sprint, but I'm now seeing probably a teenager as a company.
Yeah.
And I continue enjoying seeing it grow.
Yeah.
And one day I would like it to be seen as a great British business.
Yeah.
And what a wonderful motivation for me rather than money.
Yeah.
It will make me very rich in the process.
Yeah.
Probably will. Or may not. The 50 cent strong. The 50 cent strong. But that's not why I get out of bed.
Yeah.
Because in the end, I'm a Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
And there's two things we know. That number one, your wealth doesn't even come to your funeral.
Yeah.
And,
very true.
And the second thing is that the money that the family that comes to your funeral don't stick around in the graveyard.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So when you're in this planet, do good things.
Yeah.
Okay? Have leave good memories.
Yeah.
That's good enough. Because in the end, your wealth isn't even come to your funeral. It won't even leave the doubt. When you die and they take in your casket, it won't even go to the door to say goodbye.
Yeah.
So what?
Enjoy
so that's point number one.
Yeah.
So live well, live humbly. The second piece, I think, but whether I actually achieve building a great business, I don't know.
Yeah.
Time will tell. That one I said I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't.
But it's the desire of having a business, and the accolade of having a great British business. Yeah.
The personal satisfaction, not third-party satisfaction.
Yeah.
Aizad's own personal sense of what gets me out of bed.
Yeah.
And makes me feel good. That's a big piece.
Yeah. I love that.
Like, I can tell you parts of that in a second. The second piece is the impact I have on people's lives. Tremendous.
Yeah.
Like nothing makes me happier.
Yeah.
Like I didn't tell you about COVID. I said that.
Oh, yeah.
Remember I told you about COVID?
Yeah.
Right. So in COVID, the whole country went into lockdown.
Yeah.
So I'm playing golf with a bunch of lads, and I was telling George on the way here that I'm like a northern lad.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not southern posh.
Yeah.
I say things as they are.
Direct. Northern Grid.
Very direct.
Yeah.
So I'm giving it large on the golf course for something I didn't like, and I've become good buddies with my friend Ishak.
Right.
Ishak, what are you up to nowadays? Well, I used to work at Heathrow. I built the luggage systems. What do you mean you built the luggage systems? Well, Dubai Airport and Terminal 2. I'm responsible. I'm chief project manager for launching the baggage handling systems in the new Terminal 2. What are you doing now? They laid me off in COVID. Oh, really? Yeah. Come and join Sprint.
Yeah.
Come to me at Sprint. So I told you.
And was that the interview process?
He's a genius.
Yeah.
He's now my head of Bolt.
Love that.
So in terms of, remember I told you it took a big turn in COVID, specifically on a golf course.
Yeah.
Specifically with Ishak.
Right.
Okay. And that's not only changed Sprint's trajectory, it's also changed his life too.
Yeah.
Yes, because he's been given free rein to build a great product. Okay. That's a change of life.
Yeah.
I also do schools and charities and mosques and stuff like that. And I have a little children's school that's got 300 children in it. And my admin lady, Abla, once there was a escalation, some child had a row with a teacher, parents came in, I was called in as founder of the school, governor, call me anything you want. Aizad, come in. So I went in, and there's a bit of a huddle going off of the teachers, and we kind of talk about resolving the thing, which we did.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, we're chit-chatting away. And then the admin, lady Abla, part-time admin, she says, Aizad, you don't spend enough time with us. Complaint. And I said, I'm just a busy guy. I'm sorry, Abla. I'm so sorry. I'll try better. I'm better than this, I came from Algeria, but I've got a master's degree in project management. I can do more than this, I said, really? You got a master's degree in project management? He goes, yeah. I said, and you work here part-time? Yeah. What else do you do? Well, I'm raising my kids.
Yeah.
I said, why don't you come work for us at Sprint? Well, what would I do? Project management. I'm building this thing called Bolt. And we need someone like you. Yeah. She's now number 2 in Bolt.
Right.
Yeah. Now, that's a person who was a part-time admin person in a community non-income based school.
Yeah.
And she's now having a major contribution towards an industry game setting, trend setting WMS.
Yeah.
Right? I see her and it fills me with pride.
Yeah. I feel like we need more of that, where you just back the individual almost, because I think that's sometimes just the difference. Like a lot of people get really carried away in, 10 years, length of service, background, skill set, but actually like sometimes just backing the right person who can share that sort of passion.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think we need more of it.
Shaka, I told you about Shaka.
Yeah.
My West Indian, Barbadian. He's the same. One of my best salespeople.
Yeah.
Alison. I don't like what he represented in the fraud he was doing in the movie, but if you watch Wolf of Wall Street, and you watch Jordan Thing, when he's meant to resign, he doesn't resign. He's talking to the troops, and he addresses that lady. And he goes, "Tell him about when I found you. And you were a single mum. On the balls of your ass. And you needed money, and now look at you wearing the Gucci suits and right.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of my best saleswomen, she joined the company going through a divorce,
right,
with a single child.
Yeah.
Okay, and now she's got her own property. Right, that's worth close to 7 figures.
Yeah.
Okay, and she's an independent woman.
Yeah.
She's getting married again. She's pregnant. She's about to drop her number 2.
Yeah.
But she was dealing with a mess in her life. When she joined us, she was dealing with a divorce. I won't go into divorce, but it was ugly.
Yeah.
Okay. A child who was in her nappies.
Yeah.
In his nappies, sorry.
Yeah.
Struggling to make ends meet.
Yeah.
And now look at her.
Yeah.
Now when I see Alison,
absolutely,
it fills me with tremendous happiness.
Yeah.
For her.
Yeah.
and therefore for me.
Yeah. There is, it's that, I guess, the fulfilling side of just helping others, I guess, isn't it?
It is huge.
Yeah.
Nothing can be. See, there's a difference between your ego and your heart.
Yeah.
The two things are not connected. What satisfies the ego is very different to what satisfies the heart.
Yeah.
What satisfies the heart is helping.
Yeah.
What satisfies the ego is accumulating.
Yeah.
The two are not the same thing.
Yeah. And do you think they both live like simultaneously? Do you think they're connected or
They are.
And I'm only saying it because
They are, Joey.
through the interview, I'm hearing a lot of accumulation, a lot of compounding, but then there's been a real like sense of human nature about it, of, people.
Well, I would say that on the
culture,
ego, yeah.
Yeah.
It's where you channel your ego. It's a very good point.
Yeah.
For example, I think you gotta ego can end up with the wrong thing, which is entitlement. So, for example, I grew up thinking that Liverpool always win the league.
Yeah.
Right, and if you were born in 1980 onwards, you grew up thinking Manchester United always win the league.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was born in 1970.
Yeah.
And both those great institutions ended up with an issue around ego/entitlement.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Good
I have this
analogy.
phrase for my staff, and it's a Jurgen Klopp phrase.
Yeah.
And he says, you don't wear your backpack with your trophies when you walk into the stadium. Nobody cares.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So, in other words, he liked winning. He's a great loser, by the way.
Yeah.
He's a great loser, right? He was up against Pep.
Yeah.
And what an amazing character to come so close and still keep his sanity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Called the perpetual loser. That's what the other fans used to sing.
Yeah.
We used to get to every final and lose it. Right? But when he won it, and we won it in COVID, even that was taken away, right? Oh, you won it because of COVID, you didn't win it real. Yes,
Yeah,
all that
yeah.
nonsense that people used to say. But when we won it, in his first interview live on Zoom,
Yeah.
he was talking about the legacy of Gerrard's legs. Kenny, he was talking about other people's contribution to what this was.
Yeah.
Yes? That's the guy that can keep his ego in check.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
He knew it. He knew that this was just a tremendous moment in life
Yeah.
and that it's not about the self.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the achievement is the achievement, right? Winning the league. And then in my day, what would mean for me winning the league? I mean, I say when we cross 50 million in revenue, that will feel great.
Yeah.
But is it just an Aizad show? No, not
Yeah.
at all. There's lots of people that are behind that, and
Yeah.
because then we really are, in my opinion, on the verge of becoming a fantastic British business.
Yeah.
Because the definition of becoming an adult is what? When you can stand on your own 2 feet,
Yeah.
right? Correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So what's the definition of becoming a great business? When you truly are institutionalized,
Yeah.
when you can stand on your own 2 feet and you ain't going to fall over.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That's a great achievement.
Yes.
Okay. But I would like us to get that.
So
to that
self-sustaining.
Totally.
Yeah.
I would like to get to that point, and I think we will get to that point. And I don't think that would be time for me to put my feet up. I will have a much more of a sense of satisfaction than ego, because I suppose if you carry the wounds,
Yeah.
if you carry the pain of what it took to get there, it really puts your ego in a bin,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It really does. So that's how I deal with that.
Got you.
I've channeled my energy and did the same at NTL.
Yeah.
I channel my unbelievable amount of energy that God has given me
Yeah.
into like smashing records.
Yeah.
But I don't do it. I don't channel that energy into just self ego.
Yeah,
I just don't do that.
Sort of self-serving.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Got you.
That's why he's an amazing, like, I don't know the guy, but I find Jurgen Klopp amazing
Yeah.
because
you can model.
there's just no ego there at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. Yeah. and then you see him dancing in the changing rooms and
All that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know him in his prime.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that Sir Alex Ferguson was the same.
Yeah.
It's just about wanting to be the best.
Yeah.
Really, he just put one of the team, but deep down, he had a baby face.
Yeah.
But he wins. He just loves winning.
Yeah.
Jerry,
No, I hear you.
he just wants to win so badly, right? And so Jurgen Klopp, he just, as you say, dancing in the state, with the players,
Yeah.
going down together, winning together. It's good.
It is. It is. It is. No, I love the sporting analogies, to be fair. They're good. They're good because they're so relatable to business.
They are, right?
Yeah.
At that level.
It is. And because even culture within teams and stuff all relates. And yeah, for sure, leadership principles. I guess looking into the future now, what's your sort of, and I know you mentioned, becoming a self-sustaining business, a great British business, but like next 5 years, what do you envision for Sprint Logistics? Where do you think, if we're going to look back on this, Sprint are going to be?
Yes, it's really interesting. I would say that the next 5 years is going to be the most boring 5 years in Sprint's history.
Right.
You know that?
Yeah. Well,
it's quite cool.
Yeah.
I feel that now.
Yeah.
Like I was telling my brother, I was talking to him yesterday. I walked into his office, and we're now 350,000 square feet.
Right.
And to put that into any kind of perspective, in 2017, when we sold the Courier business, we were 80,000 square feet. So to go from 80,000 square feet to 350,000 square feet without raising a penny of external money.
Yeah.
That's not everyone's cup of tea.
Yeah.
Just to achieve that is an extraordinary achievement. Imagine trying to build a new Old Trafford with no money.
Yeah.
How'd you do it?
Yeah.
Exactly. How'd you do it? It's a bit of alchemy there, actually.
Yeah. It's like 5x in.
Yeah. And also the WMS is done.
Yes.
So I told, and we're in Europe.
Yeah.
So he said to me, Baijan means elder brother. Baijan means elder brother in my language. He says to me, Baijan, yeah, well, who knows, you'll probably find something else interesting to do next year. And he goes, I said, no, we've hit our principles.
Yeah.
He goes, what's that? I said, well, there's a strategy, and it's got to sit in that strategy.
Yeah.
And I think we've now got the bulk and the scale and the reach and the product and the tech that I've always envisaged, the infrastructure, in other words, that I've always envisaged us having. Why would I need to reinvent myself?
Yeah.
And I hate to do this in this example, but you've asked it, and we've been talking about sports. But once you have a great squad, right, whatever that squad is, and it's working, okay, and it's young,
Yeah.
you don't need to reinvent yourself every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes, when it's working,
Yeah.
and there's no obvious signs of tiring anywhere, or the model's falling apart, or your competitors are biting at your heels and you're about to fall over.
Yeah.
You've navigated all those things. Then I think there comes a time in an evolution where you can, my point about compounding, you can let the cement you've poured compound.
Yeah.
Set,
Yeah.
grow, compound, stay within your lane.
Yeah.
That's my view now of the business, looking
Yeah.
ahead for 5 years. So if you said, well, Aizad, where do you see compounding taking you? So as I mentioned to you, we're a 20 million revenue business today. I think next year we're going to be about 30. So if you said to me, well, talk to me, what does compounding mean in financial terms? I'd probably say in 5 years, I'd expect us to compound to a 50 million revenue business.
Got you.
I suspect in that range,
Yeah.
in that territory.
Yeah. Which is almost double to where you're at right now.
2.5x, yeah.
Yeah. 2.5x.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or on run rate, double, yes.
Yeah.
But actually, it could be better.
Yeah.
But that's my own conservative view of where we should be able to compound to.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know if you know much about medium-sized businesses and small-sized businesses in the UK. That's a very hard ceiling to break.
Yeah, it is.
Like 20 million is a very hard ceiling to break.
Yeah.
Very hard.
They mention the milestones, don't they? Like 1 million, 10 million, 20 million, 50 million. Yeah.
You hear these numbers, right?
Yeah.
Right. Great conversation.
Yeah.
So you can understand I can say these things that sound nice from an EQ. They're lovely things to say. They're warm and they're nice and they sound wonderful. I'm also a hard-nosed businessman.
Yeah.
That knows that how do you get from A to B to C to D?
Yeah.
What do you need to put in place?
Yeah. Blood, sweat, tears. What's it require?
What infrastructure? What mechanics? What machine? What gets you from A to B to C to D? And you stay alive.
Yeah.
And you don't die.
Yeah.
So the journey of James and James.
Yeah.
How many changes of ownership has it had to get to where it is? 3. The original James and James.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, you'll put me on the spot there, and I was...
Okay, you won't know that. So the original James and James.
Yeah.
Mr. IT left.
Yeah.
Left one James with Lloyds Bank.
Right.
They've now sold to Waterland Private Equity.
Got you.
So for them to go from a regional 10 million business to now a pan-European 60, 70 global business, they've had to swap ownership 3 times.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
And that's a great company.
Yeah.
Great company. Right? But it's taken three changes of stewardship
Yeah.
to get it there.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why I was trying to tell you, breaking these ceilings is really hard.
Yeah. Which makes the Sir Alex Ferguson thing, the
longevity,
yeah.
the stewardship, the passion behind it.
I watched, if you've seen it, the new F1 film.
Okay, I've heard it. No.
It's a good good watch. Some people.
Is it one Brad Pitt?
Yeah, the one with Brad Pitt. Yeah, some people might disagree, but
He's playing James Hunt. No, he's not playing James Hunt. It's not James Hunt, is it?
No, it's not.
Sorry.
I don't think. But there's a saying in a part of the film where he says something like, "Slow is smooth, and smooth is fast," and it's related to
Okay, can I put that in operating speak?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put that in operating speak for you so you understand it in the business concept. Did he say slow is smooth?
Slow is smooth.
Okay, let me explain.
And smooth is fast.
Okay, so let me talk what I call smooth in as an operator. Smooth is what I've created.
Yeah.
And I'll describe it. One WMS across the entire continent of Europe.
Yeah.
One standard operating procedures by client across the whole of UK and Europe.
Yeah.
One management culture. One team. One returns process. On the system, I didn't even talk to you about how complicated returns are in our industry. We've built returns modules within Bolt.
Yes.
Okay, which are the best in industry. The best company in the world that's built returns tech is a company based out of Canada. We licensed their software to see whether I should try it. I try it. They came and looked at our returns platform. And they said, "You don't need us. You've already got it built in Bolt." That's to put you to how powerful our returns module is. So, singularity. Smoothness comes from singularity.
Yes.
Single culture, single system, single footprint, single management team, single operating procedures. That's smooth.
Yeah.
Because in the world of the customer, go back to the customer. When the customer does a handshake and gives you their business, they want to feel they're getting the same service consistently everywhere.
Yeah. There's a promise. Yeah.
Regardless of geography, regardless of which warehouse they're in, regardless of the culture.
Yeah.
They're kind of feeling they're buying a promise, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right. Singularity. Which in your F1 analogy, you triggered me there.
Yeah.
Was the smooth point.
Yeah.
And once you hit smooth, you start going fast, which is my compounding point.
Yeah.
Understand me? You gave that analogy. You triggered me dead big time.
100%.
How do I?
Because I've been using it within our business, and it's good to know how that translate in like a sprint and how you would sort of define it
in our lives, right? What is the single best consumer product if you were to do a poll of the world everyone loves using?
You'd probably say iPhone, right?
Right?
Yeah.
What's good about it? It's simplicity.
Yeah.
Right?
Everyone can adopt.
It makes it so simple.
Yeah.
True?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a design lesson there, isn't it? If you take away all the marketing bluff that I don't get sold by.
Yeah.
Okay. I like marketing. I love marketing, but I don't fall for it.
Yeah.
If you actually look at the product, it's smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah? If you watch a great move by Klopp's teams from defense to score, it was just ping pong. Bing, 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 goal.
Yeah.
Smooth. Right.
Yeah.
Smooth. If you watch the great Man U teams.
Yeah.
Bing, 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 goal.
You've just triggered a load of people on here.
I am laughing, but they know it's true.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, they can relate.
Because that's the smoothness.
Yeah.
That is the singularity. I wrote to my two brothers about this and the board and the executive board of the company. And I said that when you're building a company in any culture, forget company, culture, when you're building anything in life, the thing you dream about is singularity, singularity of purpose. When I can go to the guy at the front of the warehouse dock door, and he gets the same simplicity versus me as CEO.
Yes.
When we're completely aligned.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
That's when you start accelerating.
Yeah.
Right? Because when the finances add up, that means they're simple too.
Yes.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Everywhere through the loop of the company or the line of the company, if you end up with singularity or smoothness per your movie, I do think you start going faster.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah. Well, Aizad, it's been an absolute pleasure. I think that's a nice one to finish on.
It is.
You know, especially the analogies and everything like that. And yeah, thank you so much
Thank you very much for
being a
having me.
part of it and coming on.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you.